Also this morning, flights at Luton Airport have been grounded after fire ripped through one of the car parks, causing it to collapse.
Holly Willoughby quits ITV's this morning after 14 years at the helm, saying she's stepping down for the sake of herself and her family.
Good morning. Electric car insurance is soaring, with some premiums up 70%. I'll be looking at how the cost of repairs and replacements means some firms are refusing to insure them altogether.
From a horseshoe crab to a pod of orcas, we're going to take a look at the stunning images that make up this year's Wildlife Photographs of the Year.
A family of beavers is set to be released in West London in what will be the UK's first publicly accessible urban beaver reintroduction. It's hoped the project in Ealing will help promote the mammal's ability to create a biodiverse ecosystem and show how beavers and humans can coexist. This follows a landmark reintroduction scheme in Enfield last year, which brought beavers back to London for the first time in 400 years.
All flights at London Luton Airport have been suspended after a fire broke out in one of the car parks. Footage posted on social media showed flames and smoke tearing through cars parked at the airport terminal on Tuesday evening. The airport said, "We ask that people do not travel to the airport at this time." Holly Willoughby has told ITV that she will not return to This Morning, adding that it had been an honour to just be part of its story, but that she had to make this decision for her and her family. A 36-year-old man was last week charged over an alleged plot to kidnap and murder Willoughby. She had presented the programme for 14 years. The Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer has condemned Hamas, saying he is shocked and appalled by events in Israel. He was speaking at the Labour Party conference in Liverpool, where he was ambushed by a protester covering him in glitter. He went on to use his speech to call for a, quote, "a decade of national renewal for the United Kingdom."
Let's have a look at the papers this Wednesday morning, shall we? And of course, as well as covering events in the Middle East, many of them include this picture that's on the Telegraph there, featuring Sir Keir Starmer, the Labour leader, at the party conference in Liverpool yesterday, with a protester storming the stage and throwing glitter all over him.
Well, he also makes the headlines in the Daily Mirror, which says Starmer offered the nation hope for the future as he vowed to undo the damage caused by years of Tory misrule.
Meanwhile, Holly Willoughby's exit from ITV's This Morning makes the top half of the front page of The Sun. The paper reporting that it's been a difficult goodbye, it says, for the presenter.
And inside the Daily Telegraph today, there's a really interesting story. If you are a qualified diver, you will no longer be allowed, I'm sure not many people do this, but shipwrecks are going to be forensically marked to stop people diving them and taking stuff away, basically. Quite precious things. So previously, in 2014, 2 divers had to pay more than £60,000 in fines because they took artefacts from wrecks of the East India Company cargo vessels and from German U-boats. So they're going to tag the shipwrecks.
So underwater looting to protect them.
Exactly. There are more than 37,000 shipwrecks off the coast of England.
Oh, the story in the Telegraph as well this morning saying that, well, I don't like it. There could be a beer shortage over the next year. Apparently there's a lack of production of hops across parts of Europe because of bad weather over the summer. Hop production is down per hectare across much of Europe. That could, of course, mean less beer, more expensive beer. But they're saying that long term, with global warming, although hop production in other parts of Europe could be wiped out by flooding, it could be good news for the UK industry long term.
A bit like the grape story we did the other day.
Yeah, beer and wine.
Is the beer shortage down to you, John?
No.
Oh,
Well,
sure?
it's single-handedly reducing the world supply.
Mirror splashes Sir Keir Starmer's Labour's conference speech with the headline, "A Britain Built to Last." And a slightly different tone, the Star has a story about the healing properties, or supposed healing properties, of mushrooms. Now, if you want to see any of those front pages again, or indeed read the stories, do scan the QR code on your screen.